The wait is finally over for soccer fans around the world. The 2026 FIFA World Cup kicked off just hours ago with the inaugural match in Mexico City. Welcome to The Four, everyone. I'm Anna Laurel.
I'm Carlo Chiquetta. Right now, our team is ready to bring you all the excitement.
Our Alex Cheney and Alex Lai are covering the celebrations at local watch parties for us, and those parties are electric. But let's start with John and Jake in today's first matchup where Mexico took on South Africa. Hi, guys.
Thank you very much, Anna. And yeah, this was a fantastic first World Cup match. And I think it was great. I mean, granted, North America is hosting, so you had to host a match in either Canada, the United States, or Mexico. But what a great start, starting in Mexico with the Mexican team playing.
Well, and you think about the atmosphere in Azteca Estadio. Yep. I mean, it was just unbelievable. The sights, the scenes from Mexico City were unlike anything we've seen. And it had an effect on South Africa. We watched that match together, John. You looked at Mexico, who came out and just dominated this thing from minute 1 till minute 97 when they finished it. They win this match 2-0. Julian Quinones with a goal early in that 9th minute, and then Raul Jimenez with a very emotional goal for the Mexico, Team Mexico. And, you know, we can't show the highlights due to the restrictions and all, but we can take a look at the Group A here, which is, and these photos coming up. We'll start with these photos, but you look at Estadio Azteca, like these scenes were something that we've been waiting 4 years for, John. This was special.
Yeah, it reminds you of the Olympic Games because this only comes along every 4 years. Lots of pomp and circumstance before the game. And of course, the Mexican fans just going crazy when they scored in the first half. And here's the Group A standings right now, Jake, with Mexico getting 3 points for the win up top. And now the work is cut out for the South Africa team.
And South Korea and Czechia will play tonight at the 7 p.m. kickoff, so you'll get a little more clarity there in Group A. And with the expanded World Cup, there are a lot of options to get into the round of 32 now, John, something the Americans most definitely should be able to accomplish. They will play their first game in Group D Friday, tomorrow against Paraguay. I've been up with the United States men's national team for the last 4 days in their training center in Irvine, and we got to talk about kind of the expectations, the pressure, all of those things of playing a World Cup on your own soil. Here they are.
You know, I think a lot of us play in a lot of big clubs, and we've played in a lot of big competitions. And you know, for us, the pressure is what we have inside of the group. You know, we try not to rely too much on what people are saying on the outside. We know that we have a certain standard that we want, which is to win games. And so for us, you know, we've had 2 good friendlies leading into this, and we know that if we clean up on some things, but also continue to play with the same intensity that we did in the last 2 friendlies, that Friday we'll get a good result.
When you're on home soil, is definitely a special moment. Definitely different from Qatar. Just personally, I feel a sense of, calmness. That Qatar World Cup was a bit nerve-wracking because obviously it's your first and you're getting out there for the first time. But being here has been amazing. You know, you have the love of your family around, you have your teammates, you're on home soil, you have your supporters. I mean, there's nothing like being at home, so it's definitely a wonderful feeling. And I'm eager to start. I'm eager to get going.
You hear Tim Weah talk about being eager to get going. You know, back in 2022 in Qatar, this was a team that scored 3 goals in 4 matches. It was an offensive disaster. This current roster feels like it can score goals. I think the question will be, how does their defense hold up? We don't even know who their starting goaltender is going to be yet, Matt Freese or Matt Turner, so we'll see.
It's going to be a big secret. But Carlo and Anna, again, the Americans' first game tomorrow night against Paraguay or Paraguay, however you like to pronounce it.
Well, either way, we need both of you on record with some predictions here. First match, who's going to win? Go, guys. Goals,
all right, I'm going with a 2-1 USA victory.
I'll go as far to say as the USA have to win this match. It's not really an option for them. If they draw or lose this match, the pressure will be probably insurmountable for them. They have to go get this victory against Paraguay. And I'll have more about that matchup against Paraguay coming up later in this show, talking about how the last 2 times those teams met, there was a bunch of flares and fireworks and pushing and shoving.
Should be a good match.
We'll look forward to that. Fingers crossed. Thanks, guys.
Well, Mexico's World Cup start couldn't have gone much better. From packed watch parties to restaurants and sports bars, fans showed up in force to cheer on their team.
News 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista, where it's really loud because World Cup fever totally took over. Alex?
Yeah, Carlo, that's right. You know, the game ended just past 2 o'clock, but the party is still going here in Chula Vista. There were people here at about 10:30 in the morning to go ahead and get in here and celebrate with all these really passionate Mexico fans. Here's more.
I'm very proud to be Mexican.
Honestly, it feels amazing. Let's get another one.
It feels great. It feels amazing. It's the best part of the World Cup is the day one because every country is possibly going to win it, right? Someone needs to Cinderella story. So for us, why not USA? Why not Mexico? But today, Mexico's day.
It was a great win. It was expected. It was expected.
I think we're winning it this year. We're excited. We're ready for the next game.
First place in goals, first place in the group, the most points in everyone in all the World Cup. So we're number one today. So let's enjoy it till another few minutes.
It was good. It was an easy game. Let's see what comes up next game.
Mexico! Mexico! Mexico!
We got this, though. We got this.
All right, great time out here in Chula Vista where the party is still rocking, and they tell us that they're going to be having another one of these watch parties next week for Mexico's next game. And if this is just how we're starting off, the rest of the tournament is going to be really fun. Back over to you guys.
Yeah, I just know those people need to pace themselves, Alex. Maybe you could just let them know. It's a long
Yeah, that's
tournament.
right. They've been here since this morning.
It's also warm out. Drink some water and make sure everybody's got an
people.
Uber.
That's right. Hydrate,
Okay, I'll
hydrate.
get some water, some agua.
Yeah.
You got it.
Now let's check in with Alex Lai, who is live at Fit Social in Mission Beach, where another watch party is underway.
Alex, you're in between matches right now. It's loud there too. What's the energy like for the crowd?
There's a lot of energy. Just listen to Alex Cheney's report. I can tell you that vibe is out here too. I'm going to step out of the way and show you. There is a lot of dancing going on here. Just because the Mexico game is over does not mean that the celebration has ended by any means. There is so much fun. Lots of live music. There's food. There's merch. There is so much to offer here at Fit Social, and it's right on the beach. Now, this is an official watch party in collaboration with SDFC, and for some more information on this event, I'm going to bring in Kayla. She is the SDFC club host. Kayla, this is such a great event, and we can expect some more of that this weekend, right?
Yeah, absolutely. As you see, this has been a party at the beach all day, but we're going to be doing this for 39 straight days. But this weekend specifically, opening weekend, there's so much excitement and so much programming surrounding that. Tomorrow, we have the two other host nations competing. We've got USA and Canada playing in both of their first matches, and we're going to have programming around that. We are going to have DJs from the collective. If you see me, you see me coming and performing in between the matches. Obviously, we're going to be focusing on the highlight of the games being played themselves. But then on Saturday, we're also going to have more entertainment coming into town. We're going to do a full Brazil takeover of this space with Brazil playing in the afternoon. So make sure you come out here and celebrate. There's going to be culture and dancing and performance from DJ Flavia. So we're really excited to see that on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we're going to have a run club to kick off the morning. Obviously, we're at Fit Social, so we're going to be focusing on wellness in this space as well. And then we're also going to have Por la Mañana, which is a coffee, culture, and Latin experience.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kayla. It is so cool to be out here. I think there's a little break in between the music right now so we can actually hear each other, which is nice. But all of these events are free. You just need to RSVP. You can find that information on CBS8.com and SDFC.com/soccer celebration. I'm going to pass it back to you guys, but it's so much fun out here, and we're going to be out here the rest of the night. So tune back in when our second game begins, because I feel like the crowd is going to come back out.
Looks like they didn't leave.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going anywhere, Alex. I'm curious to see how that crowd grows. You enjoy yourself. Be careful out there.
I have to say that out there at Fit Social, they have done an excellent job. I mean, the stuff they have lined up for fans, I'm going to have to take a day off and go out there.
Line dancing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm for that, yes.
Oh, man.
Love
People are
it.
in the spirit, for sure.
Yeah. Well, there is much more World Cup coverage ahead at 4:30. Jake has a closer look at the matchup between the U.S. and Paraguay.
And you can find World Cup coverage on the CBS 8 app. Download it on your TV or phone and watch for free.